Football boots have been around for hundreds of years and they've evolved massively during that time, but the Adidas Predator could be the most iconic and progressive boot we've ever seen. Let me explain why. The idea for the Adidas Predator came in quite an unusual way. In the early 1990s, former Liverpool footballer Craig Johnston was coaching a group of local children. In the session, he was teaching them how to curve the ball, and he gave the youngsters the analogy of biting the ball on the outside to make it spin, just like in table tennis. But it was actually raining in the session, so the players came back at Johnston and said, "We can't grip the ball because we've not got rubber on our football boots." And it was in that moment that he was given the idea. After the session, he rushed home, ripped off the rubber from a table tennis bat and stuck it to a football boot using a rubber band. So here we go, I've built my first ever Predator prototype. This is probably what Craig Johnston would have built, a table tennis rubber on top of a leather boot. Let's give him a try. First impressions are, doing kick-ups, it actually feels like the ball pings a lot nicer and you get a lot more power without having to do anything. It's almost like having trampolines on your feet. But the real thing for the Predator was the shooting. Does it improve shooting? Woo! So it definitely feels like the ball, like more bouncier, if that makes sense, off the boots. And there's definitely a difference between like just the leather and just the rubber. So I guess it must have been quite an exciting time for him to discover this. Let's take a few more shots. Oh, the whip on that. I think wearing these is like wearing a pair of extra grippy Preds. Let's try and get a top corner. Oh, too much. Oh! There we go. Yeah, these boots definitely, like you can imagine Johnston at the time just being very excited by the prospect of this. Like before this idea came about, boots were just leather. Such a fascinating story. So after Johnston put the boots through the paces, he realized there was a difference when striking the ball. After he realized this, he then patented the idea. Johnston spent thousands of his own money developing the idea before pitching to Adidas, Puma and Nike, but he was rejected. The idea seemed ridiculous to them, but Johnston had full faith in his invention and never gave up. He convinced football legends Beckenbauer, Breitner and Rummenigge to test out the Predator prototypes in a kickabout in Germany. The players approved and loved the idea, and he had footage of it all on his video camera. Forcing his way back into Adidas HQ, he took the footage of the session and showed it to the Adidas execs. Finally, they were convinced. They even stood up and applauded the idea, and they got to work on developing the first ever Adidas Predator boot. So the first ever Adidas Predator was launched in 1994 in Las Vegas ahead of the USA World Cup, and it was an instant success. The idea that you could actually buy a pair of football boots that made you better at football was revolutionary. So here we go. I managed to get my hands on a pair of 1995 Adidas Predator rapiers, and I'm going to put them to the test against the current 2023 Preds. Let's go. So first up, let's see the difference between the weights. So the weight of the 1995 Predator, what's that, 20 grams, okay, compared to 2023. Wow, way lighter. So 5 grams lighter with the current day evolution. Amazing. So I've got the 95s on, and these things feel honestly like so chunky. You can feel the weight of them, but like check out the size of the rubber. Like these things are like fins on the front. Let's see how they are with some skills first. I don't know if there was many freestylers going around in 1995, but they're all right actually. Nice. Okay, these things are actually built to take better free kicks and get better swerve. I'm actually super excited. Like, imagine in the early 90s, these boots came out. Before that, boots were so boring. They were just leather. These things just look like something else. Yeah, let's give them a try. Ah, too much again. I must admit, they're actually more comfortable than I thought. They probably look quite chunky, but I don't mind them actually. They're way comfier than I thought. Beckham style. That moved actually. If I was a pro in 95, I'd be wearing these. These are sick. Probably not with skills like that. Oh, that knuckled. I'm liking these, they're good. Right, let's switch to the 2023s. and see what the difference is. Ooh, these are nice. Like genuinely, brand new boots, brand new laceless boots in this day and age usually take me about a day to get on. I feel like I'm wearing socks with studs on the bottom or blades. See the difference? Wow, pretty cool. Okay. Man, these are lovely. I really like these boots. These are comfy, these boots. I don't really wear boots that much, but I would wear these a lot. These are lovely. I would definitely say there's a difference on the upper part of the boot here. There is the rubber, but obviously it's tiny in comparison to the big fins that were on the earlier models. This material just makes the boots so comfy. The weight is so clear. Like these things feel so light, but they have such amazing grip as well. Yeah, a futuristic version of a classic. Most exciting bit now, let's hit some shots. I'm gonna try some curves now. Let's really work the grip. Not too bad. Oh, that was like the same. Oh, that'll do. Amazing. So I think it's fair to say that the Adidas Predator has evolved quite a lot over the last 30 years. These things I would definitely give like a 9 out of 10. These probably a 7 out of 10, but these were built in 1995. It's ridiculous. Amazing boots, amazing technology, and going back to this whole concept, I think it's such a good story of what you can achieve by thinking outside the box, and also when you persevere with an idea so much. Adidas Predators have been around for 30 years, but I think they're going to be around for another 30 years. That ends the video. Thanks for watching. Drop us a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.